Hi everyone, so it's been announced that from the year 2022 all new cars in Europe will have speed limiters fitted to them. So what is a speed limiter, what does it do, and is this a good or a bad idea? Well, I'm going to talk through what a speed limiter is, and I'm going to go for a drive and show you, because I've got one in my car. I've had it for the last year now, but this is going to be compulsory in all vehicles from 2022 across Europe. And just so you know, it won't matter if Britain leaves the EU or whatever, that doesn't make any difference. It's still going to apply to the United Kingdom. None of this is absolutely definite at the moment, but it's going to be passed as law, I think, in September of this year, September 2019. So let me just show you what a speed limiter is. Now, if you look on my dashboard here, you'll see in a moment here, and I'm sorry if the camera kind of zooms in and out a bit, but I'm making this video at the last moment. I didn't plan this because I've just heard this on the news. If I press the button on my steering wheel, it says lim, and I can set the limit to everyone's favourite speed, 20 miles an hour. Now if I press the button up, I can increase the limit to whatever I want, so we can go 23, 24. If I hold it up, it goes up in increments of 5 miles an hour. And what I find quite funny about this, if I keep going up, it goes up to 70, 71, 72, and it will actually let you set the limit up to 120 miles an hour. Now, can anyone explain to me why you would ever want to limit the car to 120? It's like, I don't mind driving at 120, that's fine, but 125, oh no, that's way too fast, I'm not doing 125. But anyway, I can set the limit. Now the thing is, in this car, it's optional, you can set it to what you want. So I'm going to put it back down to 20, and I'll show you me driving the car now with the speed limiter on. Now there are some good and bad things about this system. You might be thinking, well, it's really good because it'll stop me speeding, it stops people speeding. There is one massive drawback to this system. So I'm going to get moving now. I'm just going to put that phone away. I've just been filming the screen on my phone there. The big drawback of these systems is that when you move off, it massively limits the amount of speed you've got. Not in total, but in general. So if I move off now, the limiter's on. It feels awful, it's like the brakes are on, and I'll speed up, but I can't speed up much. I get to second, and I've got my foot now down about halfway on the gas. Hear it going, it won't go over 20. I'll change up to third. Doesn't like that at all, it says come back to 2, so I'll come back to 2. It just won't speed. Now there is one thing you can do to override it, which I'll show you in a moment, and I should point out this road I'm on has a limit of 30 miles an hour. So I'm going to go up to 30 with the limiter on 20, because you can actually override it. But this is where the problem comes in. To override the system, you have to put your foot flat to the floor. And this is my worry about when the system comes in. It's going to be teaching people to drive with a foot flat to the floor. So if I do this now, I'm going to go to second. I won't speed up just yet because there could be someone in, between these cars. So I'm limited to 20. And if ever you've watched Formula 1, they have this system when they go through the pits, there's a speed limit, and it goes it sounds awful. So I'm up to 20 now, I put my foot right down, it goes flying down the road. I was up to 30. Now the thing is, that's what worries me about this system. Do we really want to be teaching people that you've got to drive with your foot flat down like that? I think it's quite dangerous. Now I'm completely for people not speeding. I don't like speeding. I always stick to speed limits, that's why I do my job. I don't agree with people speeding, people going too fast. But what I also don't agree with is this system, because it really limits you in a bad way. When you move off, I'll move off again now, it really holds your speed back. Now I was at a junction in a place called Selly Oak in Birmingham about 2 weeks ago, and I was on this junction, it's a crossroads, and I was about to go, and there's a car came from the side. So I went to move off like this, I thought, I've got time to go. The car held me back, and I was thinking, go, 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 and it wouldn't move. And I was nearly in a crash because of the speed limiter. If I turn the limiter off now, it's completely off. I can move off, and I can go quicker and get out of the way like that. But it won't let you do that with the speed limiter. It stops you. And this is what people don't really understand, I think, about these systems, because not that many cars have these. I will go for a drive now, and I'll show you more in a moment. But simply, when you've got a speed limiter on, it doesn't just limit your top end speed, it also stops you accelerating as quickly, which I think can be dangerous. If you need to get out of the way quick, you need the acceleration there that can save you from having a crash. It's always been said that there are 3 ways you can avoid a crash. You can change direction, speed, or you can brake. So you can sort of speed up, slow down, or change direction. If you take away one of those options, I think it's dangerous, because you're removing an option of being able to get out of the way and not crash. No, I'm not. Like I say, I don't like speeding. I'm going to go driving now. I don't support speeding at all, and I have stress all my life. I'm going to show you some video now. This happened on the lesson this morning, just about 2 hours ago. We had a taxi driver behind us, and we were doing 30 miles an hour down the road. We were dead on 30, and this taxi was getting aggressive and waving us to go faster. And he was like, why is he waving us? I'm teaching the people to drive, and he wants me to teach them to speed. You know, I don't support speeding at all. I hate speeding, but what I don't support is these silly systems that actually make it stops you speeding, yeah, but it can make it more dangerous. So I'm going to turn the limiter back on in a moment. I press the limit, I'm limited to 20. So this is it's like driving a car with the limiter on. It's going rum, 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 rum. It sounds absolutely awful. Can you hear that? If I put the window down, can you hear that? It sounds terrible. And I know you might be saying get to 3. If you get to 3, it almost stalls. It depends on how the gears in your car work. But yeah, so what do you think about this speed limiter? From 2022, all cars will have a speed limiter. Now you might be thinking, well hold on a minute, people just won't use it. That's where the other part of this car comes in. Something you can't see is that there is a camera on the front of my car. Now not the camera that you're seeing now, but there is another camera where the car can read speed signs. So it currently shows on my dashboard, it shows me, I'm just going to go left here, it shows me what the speed limit is. So the thing is, the car can automatically, just going to wait for this ambulance to come from the right, the car can automatically read the speed signs and keep it at the limit. Just waiting for this fuse, I'm just looking what I'm doing. I often say in my videos, if I stop talking, it's because I'm concentrating on my driving. I don't want to be talking to you and causing trouble. So I'm on the limiter, I'm going to limit it to 30 now, I'm going to push it up. And I will pull over and talk about this. It's quite hard to drive and talk and remember everything I'm trying to say. So I'm just going to get down this road. I shall go before this car, it's just waving me to go. But yeah, so the problem with him is that the car has a camera that reads speed signs, but I'd say at least 50% of the time it's wrong. Now I've had times when I'm on a road like this and it's saying 30 now, it's got it correct. But many times I've been on a road like this and the car actually says 60. It's telling me that this road is 60, which is crazy because it's not. There's a station, a train station I often go past. I'm just going to turn off and I'll show you this screen again now. I should show you this thing about the camera. So turn that back on. I'm just going to grab my phone and get recording on this again. Sorry if the quality on my phone isn't that good. I don't normally record on my phone at all, so I've got no idea what the video is like. If I show you now, that's recording now. You see there's a camera I use, that's my dash cam, that one. So behind there, that thing there, I hope you can see the black thing, that is the camera that reads the signs. And on here, I'll get rid of this, it says 30. Get rid of some of these things. It shows you 30 there, that tells you what the speed limit is there. So the car, you can have this, so it will automatically read that, and it sets the limiter there to match that. So it will automatically match that. That's what cars, 30, that's what cars are going to be like from the year 2022. Another problem I can see with this, and while I'm here, I've never showed you this car before, but I've got so many gadgets on here, like driver assist, and you got a compass, whatever. Got 2 trip computers in this car. There's trip computer 1 and 2. There's so many options in this car. I need to go over with you one time. Anyway, what's going to happen if someone's driving a car like this? But imagine I'm driving. Here's the scenario. I'll go back to the other camera now. Actually, I'll stay on this one. Sorry. This is completely unplanned, so sorry if I'm jumping all over the place. It's just all unplanned and unscripted as usual. Imagine I'm driving a car like this, and this says 30, and the car is limited to 30. There's one train station, if you want to try this yourself, you can. You go to a place called Cotteridge in Birmingham, and as you go past Kings Norton train station, there is a sign saying 5, which is 5 miles an hour for the car park. Now what's going to happen is I'm driving a car like this in the 20 zone, so I'm limited to 20. You go past the 5 mile an hour sign, which doesn't apply to you because it's on the left, it's for the car park. We'll go back to the camera now. Imagine looking ahead of us, where that green box is in front of us on the left there. Imagine that's a 5 mile an hour sign. Let's show you what could happen. So I'm driving my speed limited car like this, and it's saying 20, suddenly it says 5. The car slows down like that. What do you think's going to happen? What's the car behind going to do if the car just suddenly slows down like that to stick to a speed limit which didn't even apply? I can see big problems with this, and it's the same for automated cars. It's all very well saying, oh yeah, technology is great. Technology often doesn't work. It will very often read the wrong speed on here. So I want to know what your thoughts are on that. Do you agree with speed limiters in cars? It's a great idea in theory, but will it actually work in practice? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you don't subscribe to my channel, if you don't know, I'm a driving instructor in England and I do loads of driving videos. I've been quite busy lately, so I haven't had a chance to do as many as I like. But yeah, if you can subscribe to my channel, make sure you click on the bell icon and make sure you give this video a thumbs up to show your support for my channel. If you don't click on the bell icon, you won't know when I'm releasing new videos, because people often ask me, why don't I make videos? And I'll say, I've made loads of them. And they'll say, oh yeah, I never noticed. So you won't be informed of my new videos unless you've clicked the bell icon. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. What do you think about speed limiters? Good idea, bad idea? It's going to be across the whole of Europe. What do you think? Have a vote on the screen if you haven't already. Tell me your thoughts. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon for more videos.